Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Manton High School for opening night, which has taken a while to get here, but it's here. I'm Rick Swanson along with Nate Swanson. We'll be bringing you the action tonight on the live stream from Manton High School. This is the pregame sponsored by Varsity Drugstore. Like I said, it's a pleasure, even though we're 2.5 minutes late, or 2.5 months late, I should say, getting here to this point. But the MHSAA has stepped up and gotten the okay to start the winter sports season. And even though it's late, good to be here. But Nate, it's been a struggle for certainly athletic directors, certainly the players, the parents, the fans, just not knowing what's going on.
I know. It's great to be back here again. Just the uncertainty has been a little nutty. You know, you're playing, you're not playing. We are going to start, we're not going to start. But finally we got some clarity, and, you know, they found out Friday they're playing, and Monday, here we are.
As of right now, the boys' schedule is 16 games, the girls have 15. Normal regular season is 20, but probably fortunate to even have that many. All the games will be streamed live on YouTube, and for the fans not able to attend, and because the number of fans allowed is limited somewhat. So it's a way to follow both the boys and girls teams this season. We hope you can do that. And if you have figured out how to pick us up here tonight, please spread the word and let others know how they can pick up Manton basketball. That's JV and varsity games on the live stream. Many of the varsity games we will be announcing, but we will not be doing the road games. Even though they will be streamed live, we will not be announcing because of the COVID restrictions, but we will be here for the home games. It's a quick season, tournament already next month, a 6-week regular season. They're squeezing in a lot. Most schools have 3 games per week, but they're doing what they can do. Our sponsors this year are Shepherd Well Drilling, Wilder Heating and Cooling, Northern Michigan Environmental Transport, and Varsity Drugstore. Nate, let's take a look at the Mancelona Ironmen first. They are orange and black, just up the road on 131 a little bit. And their head coach is Brian Sheridan.
Yeah, so last year Mancelona was 15-5. Finished with a 15-6 overall record. Opening loss in district play to Glen Lake. They're a member of the Skeet Valley Conference. They finished 3rd last year behind the co-champs, who were Pelston and Gaylord St. Mary's. The one common opponent we had last year was Houghton Lake. They moved to our conference. Mancelona picked them up in an off-conference game. We both beat them. Mancelona beat them once, and we beat them 3 times we played them last year. But a roster breakdown for Mancelona. They're a pretty athletic group. Just watching them warm up here tonight. They got a lot of guys back from that 15-6 team. Lots of athletes, lots of guys making some layups up by the rim. I've got some height, got some length. So there'll be a challenge. There's 6 seniors, 4 juniors, 1 sophomore. Coach Hiller did face Mancelona one other time. That was about 10-12 years ago. So no real history between the two schools that we know of.
Now, as far as the Rangers, let's take a look at them. Ryan Hiller's in his 15th year as head coach. And last year, as any fans know, had another strong season, 16-4 regular season. Won the first 2 district games over Houghton Lake and Harrison. And then the team awaited that big district final against McBain when the season was, at that point, postponed. And later, of course, altogether canceled. But at that time, the Rangers had a 9-game winning streak going, feeling pretty good about themselves. They were Highland Conference champs for the 3rd year in a row. And it was just a shame that the season could not come to some kind of finality. But you always have those questions, you know, what if? If we'd have been able to win that district, what would have happened after that? But I want to throw out a stat for you. In the last 4 seasons of Ranger basketball, and that's the 4 seasons when we began broadcasting, the Rangers are a pretty impressive 73-18 over that span. That's That's winning 80% of the ball games. They've had a lot of success over the years, and it's been a lot of fun following this Ranger team. The seniors that were lost to graduation last year included 3 starters: Jacob Hahn, Isaac Graydon, and Cole Regneris. Tough to replace, but they do have 2 strong starters back in Caleb Moore and Lucas McKernan, both in their 3rd year on the varsity. Lucas was up as a freshman, and Caleb was running the point as a sophomore. And a strong JV team from a year ago that went 16-3, so hopefully they're going to offer a lot of help also. Nate?
Yeah, Rangers will be led by those guys that my dad just mentioned, the 3-year varsity players, and Caleb Moore and Lucas McKernan. Moore is one of the top point guards in Northern Michigan. Just each year, he just adds something else to his game, gets stronger and stronger. Just been fun to watch him over the years. He's smart, shoots the 3 really well. He can rebound for a guard. He's a small guard, but he gets in there. He's not afraid. Dribble penetrates. Just kind of does it all. McKernan has definitely had to hit the weight room, which you guys will see once those warm-ups come off. But man, that guy's put in some work. Just grew up a little bit. It's pretty cool to watch. He's in shape. He's getting aggressive. Coach Hiller's really impressed with that in practice. And he will be counted on to be one of their top scorers this year, game in and game out. Then some other seniors. You got Radian Schmidt, Jacob Rupert, Drayden Morrow. They'll be leaders both on and off the court this year, especially during this crazy time of really no physical practices. You just got to be some leaders and just show them the way to work, because they got a tradition here they got to uphold.
Well, then I'm going to throw a question at you. My concern is, are players ready to go? They've mentally been off the court for 11 months as far as competition is concerned. Physically, they have been conditioning, but they haven't been able to go in and bang bodies and really scrimmage. They've had no scrimmages with other teams, other schools, and no scrimmages even among themselves. So would you expect to maybe see some rust tonight, really not having gone at it for 11 months?
Oh, for sure some rust. And I mean, when you're playing with, pool noodles in practice, then actually go out here and have a guy in front of you, I mean, how are you going to react? You're going to, shy away from him? He's wearing a mask, you're wearing a mask. You're going to get up in his face. You're going to, it's just, how are you going to react to the situation that you're presented? These are high school kids. A lot has been thrown at them lately, and I'm sure once they get going, though, it'll just come naturally, and the game will just progress, and it'll be like normal. But definitely that first quarter, it'll be interesting to see, how they feel each other out, how they're gonna, play man-to-man against some people and get up in people's faces and boxing out and rebounding, and just having that physical contact, which nobody's had in quite a while.
Well, you mentioned that man-to-man, which Coach Hiller really prides his team on being able to do. And when I talked to him this morning, I came into school and we sat down for a good half an hour and talked. He mentioned to me that you're going to see a Ranger team this year probably playing a lot more zone than they would normally, because the way he would like his teams to play man-to-man takes a long time to instill during the course of the season. And without being able to really scrimmage and practice the man-to-man concepts, he doesn't feel his team right now is really ready to play a tough man-to-man defense.
No, I don't. Yeah, nobody is really at this point. But we watched the JV game. Some of you guys might have watched it on YouTube. A little jitters at the beginning, but they came out. They were aggressive. They're sweating. They're bodying people up. It just comes natural. These kids just to get on the court, and just play.
Let's throw in a couple of changes this year. If you see the beginning of tonight's game, you will not see a jump ball. It's one of the changes. Personally, I think it's a little ridiculous, because people are going to be close to each other out there anyway, but the idea was the officials stepping right close to 2 of the players jumping center. They want to avoid that. So games are going to start with the visiting team getting the ball out of bounds, and then the normal use of the possession arrow after that. So visiting teams will start with the ball in the games this year. And another thing, you're not going to see the players when they're introduced on starting lineups going to shake hands with the officials, going to shake hands with the opposing coach. Those kinds of things are frowned upon under these conditions. And something I also learned from Coach Hiller today, Nate, which I found interesting, is that there will be no Highland Conference Championship this year because not all the schools are able to play all the other schools at least the 2 times.
Yeah, I mean, you'll know though who won by conference. I mean, even in the Big Ten, football, no one plays everybody in each division. They still crown a champ somehow. So I mean, teams will know, but yeah, you don't have that declaration of you are the champion, which kind of stinks. But hey, you play for the districts, you play for the regionals. At least you're playing, right? At least you're playing.
Yeah, I don't know I didn't ask them if they're going to still keep track of Highland Conference records. People will, at least in their own head or on paper, but we'll see if we're going to keep track of actual Highland Conference records as we progress. Well, our pregame show brought to you tonight by Bostic's Drugstore, and we are about ready to get to our starting lineups and get this first game underway. Again, we're live streaming on YouTube, and we've got Mancelona visiting Manton tonight. As Nate mentioned, they have only faced each other once, and Coach Hiller thought that was maybe 10, 12 years ago. No history between these two schools, even though we're on 131, separated by maybe 45 minutes, an hour up the road, but really haven't played each other. So we'll take a pause here verbally and proceed with the national anthem. I don't know if you could pick it up as you're listening, but prior to the anthem, there were some announcements made through the public address system, but it was kind of a weak microphone, and I'm not sure if you heard it, but what they were doing is going through the COVID restrictions here for the crowd and so forth. And as you can see, it is a very limited crowd, as spectators are limited during these times. So we're heading for our introductions of the starting lineups. As Nate said, this Mancelona team coming off a pretty good season last year at 15-5 regular season. They have some nice players returning, and with 6 seniors, and the Rangers a little more inexperienced with just 2 starters returning. With Nate, I'm going to turn it over to you for our starting lineups.
Mancelona, you probably can't hear it over the speaker, but it looks like maybe possibly a couple of others. They have last name. But you have for Mancelona number 2, Adam Ackler, he's a junior, and then number 10, Justin Ackler, he's also a junior. And then you got, let me get some first names here for you. Ben Palmer, he's a senior. And you have Trace Miller, he's a junior. And number 31, Jaden Alfred, he is a senior. Schmidt, number 2. You have Lucas McKernan, the junior, number 3. Drayden Morrow, senior, number 11. And Jacob Rupert, number 12. And they're coached by Ryan Hiller. And Mancelona is coached by Brian Sheridan.
I think we need to get that home microphone pumped up a little bit there.
I believe so.
Nate? I don't
know.
Although
just regular talking, I think the whole place can hear you anyway.
Well, just about. You can see we're very limited. So here, as we mentioned, Mancelona will inbound to get things underway. The visiting team getting the ball. Jason Alfred, I was very impressed with during warm-up for Mancelona, number 31. Little penetration, kicking it out. There's the aforementioned Alfred with the three-point attempt, no good. Nice strong rebound by Rupert. Quickly ahead. Nate, one thing the Rangers want to do is push the ball. Coach Hiller told me that a couple times today. We want to run, we want to push the ball, and they did it right there, first possession.
Yeah, and they're all quick. They're all quick athletes out there for us. It looks like Mancelona can match that speed, so we just got to be smart about it.
Inbound pass to Rupert, kick back out. Schmidt to Caleb Moore. Morrow on the perimeter, back to Smith. Mancelona in a man-to-man to start with. There's Drayden Morrow for 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound controlled by Mancelona. Quickly ahead, almost lost the handle. And Drayden Morrow got a hand on it, knocking it off. Alfred out of bounds. Ranger basketball.
It looks like Mancelona's going to push the ball as well. It looks like, size for size, speed. Could be a pretty even matchup here tonight.
Corner looking to penetrate, picks it back out. Smith. Caleb Moore always looking to penetrate. Little 15-footer off the front of the rim. Great hustle on the floor. And Caleb call for the travel, but great hustle there, Nate, as people went for the floor.
You just want guys to get on the floor, get for those balls. It wasn't his, but he made it his.
Justin Ackler looking to be the one that's going to handle the ball the most tonight. That's him right on the top. Dribble penetrate, soft shot, too short. Mancelona comes up with it. Back out to Alfred. Into the lane, and we get a whistle. Travel call on Jaden Alfred of the Ironmen, and Rangers with the basketball.
Yeah, so far teams are super similar. Driving, penetrating, looking to dish. But that last Caleb Moore jump shot looked a lot like a little Jaden Perry right there.
Caleb lost the handle on that one. Mancelona with the fast break. Not there. Rebound Moore quickly ahead. Stolen by Ackler. He's on the floor, out of bounds. A lot of hustle, but maybe we're seeing some of that we talked about, Nate. A little sloppy.
And when you haven't seen a man all year, even in practice, for Manton to face a man right off the bat, a little tricky. And Mancelona the same way. They've never played against somebody in a man, and they're playing it. A couple subs though for Manton, getting Traxler in there, as well as
Luke Puffer.
His name's Luke Puffer,
Puffer and Traxler in. Puffer with the basketball.
These masks and new hairstyles, I gotta get used to these guys.
Moore on the right wing. And their first foul of the ball game. Called on Mancelona. Rangers will inbound, far sideline. Caleb Moore, third year running the point, setting up the offense. Luke Puffer, right side. Nice pick and roll. Not strong enough on the glass to get a whistle against the Rangers. Nice pick and roll, looked good, but Lucas really didn't have a good look at the rim.
Yeah, so that Mancelona foul was on Miller, team's first. Foul for us. I'm not sure exactly who they called it on. Actually, they called it on McKernan. That's his first, team's first as well.
Rangers showing a little full court pressure. And we'll see if Mancelona handles that okay. Here's Alfred. Cross court, ball deflected out of bounds down in the left corner.
Yeah, that was Traxler getting a paw on that. He always told us, the coach, deflections are super important. And that's one thing that Coach Hiller praised Jonathan Traxler for, is just his length and just how many deflections he does get.
Inbounded to Ackler, and he's looking to penetrate all the time, loses control. Quickly ahead, Moore off the glass. Caleb Moore with the first bucket of the ball game puts the Rangers up 2-0.
That's first bucket in how many months?
Yeah, 11 months.
11 months.
Ackler's shot blocked. Rangers again looking to push. Moore, right side, Traxler for three. Shot up, too strong. McKernan chases it down. There's Puffer for three. Off the rim. Rupert went up strong to get the board, but they're going to get him on the call, Nate.
They are, yep. They got Jacob a little shove in the back. That's his first, team's second.
Kyle Hudson checking in for the Rangers. And again, I'm sure Coach Hill is going to rotate people quite a bit, not being in real game condition. Ball lost out of bounds by the Ironmen, making the inbound under their own basket. They lead it 2-0. 4:39 left to go, first quarter. Puffer inbounds, Traxler. Another three look, no good. Puffer with the rebound, up, no good. And ball in the corner, out of bounds to Mancelona.
You like the hustle. They're getting some second chance opportunities, and the more shots you take, the more you're going to make. So it's always a good sign.
Inbound pass to Palmer, and there's that pressure from the Rangers. Ackler, right side. Over to Alfred, dribble penetrates down the lane, kicks it back out. Three-point attempt, no good. And we're going to get a whistle going the other way, a call against Mancelona.
Yeah, they're Morgan Alfred, number 31 from Mancelona with the push, just like Rupert. That's his first, team second.
So again, not having played for a while, not surprising to see points hard to come by so far. Little pick and roll again, not there though. Pass stolen by Alfred. All the way to the hoop. Two-hand jam. And not to score at 2 apiece.
All right. I didn't expect that. That was nice.
Caleb Moore on the drive, puts up the left-hand and draws the foul. And he's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Nice dribble penetration by Caleb Moore, which he's always looking for if it's there.
You don't see many dunks at the high school level. That was
Not
impressive.
a two-hander.
That was an impressive one.
Yes. First free throw gives the Rangers the lead once again, 3-2. Morrow checking back in for Traxler. The Ranger lineup.
That Mancelona foul was on number 2, Ackler. That's his first and team's third.
And Bailey Zapsky checked in for Mancelona at the same time. Here's that pressure from the Rangers, full court. Quickly across. Ackler to Alfred. Alfred in the corner. Here's Ackler. Back in the corner, shot up. It is no good. That was Trace Miller with the shot for the Ironman. Caleb looking to penetrate. 15-footer, draws a foul. Rangers will inbound. But Rangers are picking up some fouls when they can penetrate into the paint here so far.
The foul was on number 11. The guy just came in. I know we're going to probably butcher his name just a little bit. But Sapsky, it's his first, team's fourth. Already 4 fouls, yeah. Halfway in the first.
McKernan posted, nice step through move. And boy, it's going to be a nice foul call against Alfred there, man.
Yeah, that is his second.
I'm going to say it's on the move, so the Rangers will inbound. Nice step through move from McKernan, drew the foul.
It sure was.
And now they get Alfred out of the ballgame right now.
Yeah, they're replacing him with Nomchap. He's a sophomore, number 32.
Moore to inbound. Comes in tomorrow. Ball down, off his foot. Mancelona basketball. 4-2, Manton on top. 3:05 left to go here in the opening quarter. Opening game of the 2021 basketball season. Ackler's pass stolen by Puffer. And quick foul on Ackler. Trying to get the ball back.
And that was, just watched the Super Bowl. Was it last night? Looked like Puffer just, picked it off. Saw he was going to pass it, jumped up, got it. Great defense, and then in turn got the foul. Already got 6. One more, we're in the bonus.
Yeah, that foul right there might have prevented a layup. Puffer had a Ranger breaking right to the hoop. Moore on the drive, batted away, and we get another call against the Ironman. Manton will inbound under their own basket. Again, able to penetrate, draw the foul.
Yeah, it should be 1-1. Yeah, the foul's on Nomchap, the sophomore that just came in. That's his first, team's 7th. So yeah, Moore just, made a couple free throws just a little bit ago.
So the Rangers could have a nice trip to the free throw line here. Rest of that. Mancelona rebounds the miss though. Get it across half court. And ball thrown out of bounds. Nomchef or Miller. Not sure who it was intended for. Ball went between them and out of bounds. Turnover Mancelona.
Yeah, Manton's starting to ramp up that, half court, 3/4 press.
Puffer left side. Skip pass over to Moore. Mancelona man-to-man whole game so far. Puffer could not get the shot off. Morrow down in the corner to Moore. He's going to drive it up off the glass. Manton ball out of bounds. And again, a nice move getting inside by Caleb Moore.
was. They're getting the penetration. They're picking up the fouls. Moore definitely needs a breather. Haven't been doing a ton in practice lately, so every little bit they can get helps. Getting Noah Morrow in there, McKernan back in.
Yep, Noah in for the first time tonight. He wears number 21 for the Rangers. Pass inside to Rupert, up strong, too short, gets his own rebound. Just a bear on the boards. That's what Coach Hiller's going to expect from Rupert all season long.
Oh, he's a jumper. Oh, yeah. Active.
Rupert, Puffer looking to drive, kicks it back out to McKernan. McKernan to Morrow. Morrow kicks it back out, and Coach Hiller taking the timeout. And probably just in the nick of time, Nate, the Rangers might have been ready to turn that thing over. But Rangers get a timeout. And that Ranger timeout sponsored by Northern Michigan Environmental Transport, one of our sponsors here this season. Well, Nate, 4-2 so far. Points hard to come by. We've had quite a few turnovers, but that probably not unexpected. But we are seeing a lot of hustle from both teams, and they're being very aggressive. And especially when you haven't played for a long time, trying to be fast or play fast and being aggressive is going to result in some errors and some mistakes.
It will, yeah. But the effort's there, yeah. Getting the speed. Their body's willing to go, but they just don't quite have the, stamina to keep the skill going. It'll come. They're getting good shots for us. Mancelona's just trying to figure out our little press we have going on, our little matchup. Haven't really been able to get into it that much. Just with Mancelona's turnovers. Don't know exactly what it is, but a man's throwing something at him, causing a little pressure. It's been good.
So 1:42 left to go first quarter. Inbounding in the corner are the Rangers. Working around the outside. McKernan sees an opening. Bounce pass down to Morrow. Puts up the shot. Too strong. And ball out of bounds off Rupert. Mancelona basketball.
Yeah, good look by Noah. Just kind of snuck around there and had a little 8-footer. Just rimmed out. Got a little diamond and one, maybe.
Yeah, that trap has been causing some problems. That time, though, Ackler was freed up underneath. Well, Luke Puffer came from behind to block that one. I'm sure Ackler thought he had 2 points in the bag right there.
Yeah, Luke's a gamer, as Hiller calls him. He plays lots of defense, does the stuff that no one else wants to do.
A little deflection on the inbound pass causes the ball to go off. Number 2, Adam Ackler, and another turnover, Ranger basketball.
That's these active hands, getting people's faces, making them uncomfortable. And when the skill's not quite there, you just hang your hat on some effort. Manton's got that going so far.
Caleb Moore not in there right now, so Graydon was on the point. Little turnaround by McKernan, in and out. But again, another nice move inside by Lucas McKernan, the junior, in his 3rd year on the varsity. Here's Miller from the left side. Shot is too short. Rebound, blocked. Ranger basketball. Quickly ahead to McKernan. Up off the glass, no good. Rupert right there to follow. Got it. Nice tip in by Jacob Rupert. Gives the Rangers a 6-2 lead.
That was a great outlet by Drayden to get that thing started.
Ackler to Ackler. 3-point attempt, no good. Box out by Rupert. And Adam Ackler is going to draw the foul. So we're going to make the trip to the other end of the floor. Nice box out by Jacob.
It really was. Yeah, that'd be Ackler's 2nd on the team. 8 fouls, 9 through the first quarter. So he'll be shooting, should be shooting a lot of free throws.
26 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter. 6-2. Rangers on top. And Coach Sheridan is going to get Jaden Alfred back in the ballgame, even though he has the 2 fouls.
Yeah, he does have their only 2 points. That pretty impressive dunk. Risking it with 2 fouls.
Yeah, he's a very aggressive player, both ends of the floor. That's exactly why it's a little risky. Free throws no good, rebound by Alfred. ahead to Ackler, down in the corner. Zapsky looking to drive, and he draws the call against the Rangers. Mancelona will inbound following the Manton foul.
That foul will be on Drayden Morrow. It's his first, team's third.
Hudson back in for the Rangers, giving Rupert a little breather. Probably at least to the end of the quarter. Pass inbounds. Ackler, top of the key, looking to penetrate. Kicks it down in the corner. Zapsky. Shot up, no good. Alfred with the rebound. Underneath pass. Nice pass. Off the glass. Gavin Ramsey with the bucket for Mancelona. Here's the Caleb Moore danced the ball around the rim and fell at the buzzer, giving the Rangers a 9-4 lead.
Shooter's touch right there. Shooter's
Here
touch.
at the end of the first quarter.
That was an impressive way to end that first quarter of 2021.
Yeah, that was well past the line. That's the kind of distance I couldn't even get it there. I'd have to throw it up twice from there, Nate, to get it to the rim.
Oh, for sure.
Let's highlight one of our sponsors here
Yeah.
right now during this quarter break.
All right, let's do Northern Michigan Environmental Transport. The owner is Troy Vogler. He's a Manton resident. He has 20 years of experience in helping to keep the environment clean by properly disposing of used products. If you are wondering what to do with that used oil, wastewater, machine coolants, oil filters, oily rags, etc., that kind of messy stuff, just give Troy a call. He started his own business about 3 years ago and is experienced, local, and loyal to customers, both commercial and residential. Again, looking for someone to haul your wastewater, used oil, call Troy Vogler of Northern Michigan Environmental Transport at 231-429-8489, 231-429-8489.
And Troy is one of our assistant coaches, Nate.
He sure is.
He's a great member of the community. It's nice to see him with his company and sponsoring Manton basketball here on the live stream. Ranger pass kicked out of bounds. They will retain possession. Inbound to Caleb Moore, now back into the ballgame. Bounce pass to McKernan. Knocked away, looks to penetrate, kicks back out to Moore. And we get a call against Mancelona. All the Rangers have to do here, Nate, is knock down some free throws. Like we said, they're going to have the bonus here the rest of the half. They're going to go to the line a few times. Just need to hit some. Here's McKernan.
So far, we're 2 for 4. But McKernan could put us over that 50% mark.
Off the back of the rim, no good. Great rebound by Kyle Hudson. Shot up by Moore, no good. And rebound goes out of bounds on the corner, Mancelona ball.
That three was too short, I guess. That was on the line. He's got to step back about 5-10 feet.
Yeah.
Then he'll probably make it.
Right.
But great hustle rebound by Hudson there.
Ackler ahead to Alfred. The pressure is helping the Rangers. 3-point attempt, no good. Alfred rebound, up, no good. Rebound Hudson. Quickly ahead, McKernan. And a little shove from behind. Lucas didn't go up for the shot, but he is going to go to the free throw line because the Rangers are in the bonus. And now double bonus.
Yeah, that foul was on Ackler. Number 10, that's his second. Yeah, team's 10th.
McKernan once again, free throw line. First one off the back. No good. Number 22, Ben Palmer checking back in from Mancelona, replacing Justin Ackler. Second free throw is no good. And Trace Miller with the rebound for the Ironmen. So still 9-4 Rangers. There's Miller inside, off the glass, too strong, gets his own rebound. Up again, got Trace Miller with his own miss. Puts it back, 9-6, Rangers on top.
Yeah, just way to battle down low. We had it We had a pretty good box out there. You know, this ball just bounced over our guy into Miller's hands and went right back up with it.
And back out to Hudson. Trying to set something here against this man-to-man. More to McKernan. Down to Schmidt. Needs some help. Kayla Moore comes back to get the ball. Directing traffic. Traxler over to Schmidt, back to Moore. Looking for something to open up. Caleb inside, back out to McKernan. Here's Traxler. Back to Moore. Long three, shot up, no good. Traxler, time to rebound. Looking to go up with it, and going to get a slap on the wrist. Nice offensive rebound by Jonathan Traxler to give the Rangers a second opportunity, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
That's that length that Hiller was talking about with Traxler. Shoots the three well, plays some defense, got those long arms, got a good rebound, and got rewarded with some free throws.
First one up, no good. Well, we got to turn this free throw stuff around.
We do. We made our first two, and now we've missed our last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, we're going to get the opportunities in this double bonus. We got to nail some. Next one, no good, and the rebound knocked out of bounds. Mancelona basketball, and full substitutions for the Rangers. A whole new starting five. You run through those, Nate? Who we got? We got Rupert, Puffer.
Yeah, Rupert, Puffer, Danford, Morrow, and Rupert. You say Rupert? Morrow, two Morrows.
Ackler. Drive down the lane, hand off to Alfred, he's got it. Nice assist and bucket. Ranger pass stolen by Ironman. Chased down from behind, ball on the floor, great hustle. And Rupert came out of the huddle with it, and he's going to go to the free throw line. But again, great aggressive hustle, both teams going after the loose ball.
That foul is on Alfred. For Mancelona, it's his third. Great hustle. Lots of guys on the floor. One of those when it shouldn't be your ball, but you make it your ball. Get those extra possessions.
There we get one ball. Rupert with the first free throw. Alfred's got to come out now, third foul. And I'm sure he'll be out here for the first half. We have 5:36 left to go in the first half. Rupert with second free throw, 10-8. Rangers on top. Shot up and good. Rattled it around, but it went down. Mancelona lost the handle because of that pressure trap on the left-hand side. And turnover Mancelona, Manton basketball. And Mancelona takes a timeout. We're going to take this time, Nate, to highlight another one of our sponsors.
This time we're going to do Bostic's Drugstore. They had the pregame a little bit. You know, Bostic's is right downtown, but owner Mike Moffitt purchased the business from John Bostic in 2011. After 5 generations of Bostic owners, they're now serving the community for over 130 years. They will fulfill all your firm's needs. They offer unique gifts as well, all occasion cards. They got the Willow Tree figurines, Beanie Babies, you know, etc. There's lots of stuff in there. Bostic's is also a stop for Ranger Station sportswear, sweatshirts, t-shirts, hats. We'll get to the email and telephone here in a second.
Rangers inbound following the Mancelona turnover. Rupert looking for a move inside, ball stolen, and Ironman have a fast break. Ackler to the hoop. No good, but drew the foul. And he's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Junior Adam Ackler.
That foul's on Rupert. That's his second. Manton's 4th for the half. But let's go back to Bostic's. Bostic's, you can reach them at 824-6465. That's 824-6465. Or email at bosticsdrugstore@yahoo.com. We've stopped
First
in there
free
plenty
throw
over
is
our
good.
years. We've stopped in there plenty. Love it. Good story.
11-9, Rangers now on top. Second free throw is also good. So Adam Ackler hits a couple, and Rangers lead is cut to 1, 11-10. Caleb not in the ballgame running the point, so Braden had it for a bit. Hands off to Carson Danford. Back tomorrow. We'll see if the Rangers can run things without that senior leadership of Caleb Moore on the floor, and how long Coach Hiller will go with him not on the floor. But a Mancelona foul, and Luke Puffer's going to go to the line.
Yeah, we're living at the line right now. That foul is on number 12, Cy from Mancelona. It's his second.
First free throw is good from Puffer. 12-10, Rangers on top. Kyle Hudson replacing Rupert. And now give Jacob a little rest. Coach Hiller's been rotating very well, I think, tonight, Nate, giving these guys quick breathers. Again, not in game shape by any stretch of the imagination. Puffer with the second hit also, 13-10. There's the pressure, steal by Puffer. Stops for 3. Off the rim, rebound Miller. His pass stolen by Puffer, too strong. Miller with another rebound. Ahead to Zapsky, taking it to the hoop. Off the glass, scores it. But no, they're going to call the offensive foul on Mancelona, the Ranger basketballs. Nice step-through move, nice layup, but call for the charge.
It was, yeah. Hudson had the position, held his ground. I tried to step around him best he could, but was still leaned into him a little bit too much. But that's his second foul as well.
Rangers had some good looks here last possession. Just couldn't get it to fall. Morrow, right side, working around, post inside. Danford kicks it back out, and there's a travel call against the Rangers. Just a little too anxious to get that drive started and took an extra step in the process.
Yeah, good take. Saw the lane wide open in front of him. Just a little too anxious.
So Ranger turnover, Mancelona basketball. Here's Zapsky. Down low to Miller, back out to Palmer. Here's Miller inside. Soft shot, too short, off the front of the rim, rebound. To Puffer, his pass knocked out of bounds. It will stay Manton basketball.
We could go back to that. If we could rewind, we'd replay that little Puffer exchange. I mean, he had deflection, had a tip, had a layup, had a 3. It was all over the place. It's been really, really aggressive here. I like it.
3:45 left to go first half, 13-10. Manton on top. Here's Puffer left wing. Luke A. Jr. for the Rangers. His pass underneath. Got through the defender to McKernan. Lays it up with the left hand off the glass. 15-10.
Yeah, great look by Luke. There's another steal.
Trap gets a turnover ahead. Caleb Moore, no good on the layup. Tip, no good. And McKernan gets the rebound. Underneath to Moore. Puffer for 3. No good. Moore rebound. Into the lane. Up off. Glass, no good. And rebound Mancelona. Quickly ahead to Ackler. His shot up and good. Rangers with several good looks, and Mancelona ends up scoring at the other end. Pass stolen, here come the Ironmen, trailing by 3. Shot up, no good. Just draws the whistle. And we'll get the Ranger foul with number 22, Ben Palmer, going to the free throw line.
Yeah, that foul was on Hudson. The Rangers, it's his first, team's 5th.
Boy, the Rangers had a great opportunity there, Nate, to increase that lead.
They had a few good chances right there.
Instead, Mancelona gets the layup, and instead of a 7-point lead, it's a 3-point lead. Traxler and Schmidt checking in for the Rangers. Palmer with his second free throw, no good. The rebound to Ackler. Keeps it alive for Ironman. Out to Zapsky, looking to penetrate, gets in the lane, shot up. Good. Senior Bailey Zapsky with the bucket, pulls Mancelona within one, 15-14. Caleb Moore, a little 10-footer, no good. Chased down by Hudson. Back out to Schmidt.
Another second chance opportunity. We've got to start taking advantage of these more than we have been.
Moore looking to penetrate. Kicks in the corner, Traxler for three. Shot off the backboard. Nice box out, but Traxler tipped it to a teammate. And ball on the pass goes out of bounds. Mancelona basketball. Well, Coach Hiller feels that eventually he's going to have a nice three-point shooting team here, but early in the season, and he hasn't seen it yet in practice, but he thinks it's going to be there. Ironman get it across out of that pressure. Down in the corner, shot up. No good. But foul on the shot. Trace Miller's going to go to the free throw line and shoot two.
I think he gets three. 3 shots, 2 shots, 3 shots.
3 shots. Foul on the three-point attempt. So good opportunity here for Miller to give Mancelona the lead. First shot is good. That ties us up.
That foul's on Hudson for the Rangers. This is second, team's 6th.
Second free throw, strong off the back of the rim. So we stay at 15-15, 150 left to go, first half, with the third free throw coming. Well, stay with us at halftime. We will have our first half stats. We will have an update on Ranger games and broadcast. We'll talk about the JV results. And we'll look ahead to the second half. Third free throw win for Mancelona. They have the 1-point lead. And on the Ranger end, once again, going to the free throw line, Jonathan Traxler will be shooting 2.
Yeah, I'm excited to count up these free throws at halftime to see how many we shot. But once again, just pushing the ball, getting up, getting the defense on their heels, and that's a good way to get some fouls called.
First free throw falls for the junior. Jonathan Traxler ties it at 16, and he's got one more.
But that last foul was on Nomchev from Mancelona. That's his 3rd.
And Ben Palmer checked in for him. That free throw gives the Rangers the lead once again, 17-16. Mancelona broke the pressure. Let's see if they can set up here. Again, penetration in the lane. Wild shot put up and hits it. Ben Palmer with the drive and the bucket. Quickly ahead to Schmidt. Puts up a 3. Partially blocked. There's Rupert up off the glass. Gets it. And the whistle. Jacob Rupert with the rebound. Up off the glass for 2 and goes to the free throw line. 19-18 now. Manton on top.
Yeah, Radian with a shot. Rupert followed that shot really well. Went up for it. Finished strong. Kind of got his legs taken out from under him. That foul was on number 21, Ramsey. First. Rupert's 2 for 3 so far on the night for free throws.
Chance for the three-point play, no good. Here's Palmer in the lane. The pass was loose, stolen. Quickly ahead to Moore. Nothing there, pulls it back out. Skip pass to McKernan. Getting inside, bounce pass to Rupert. Kind of wild, stolen by Mancelona. Underneath to Ackler, off the glass, no good. Own rebound, tips it back in. Adam Ackler with the bucket for Mancelona, 20-19. Ironman on top. Ahead to McKernan. Nobody saw him, was not guarded. Easy layup, but a great look inside. Caleb Moore with the steal. Try for 3, got it. Caleb Moore with a 3 gives the Rangers a quick 4-point lead. Another pass stolen. Traxler. No good. Moore with the tip. No good. Up again. Got it. 6-point lead. 26-20 for the Rangers. another Ironman pass knocked out of bounds. They will inbound down in front of us.
What a great little spurt. Man, that was awesome. The only one that saw McKernan open was Moore for the easy bucket. And then, great defense. Got Caleb with 3. Nothing but net. Another great defense by Traxler getting that tip. Rangers just all over it tonight. It's very aggressive. I love it.
I think Moore was the only one on the court this summer, Colonel.
I think so.
So just 16 seconds left to go here in the first half. We'll see what Mancelona can do. They get Alfred in. Ackler to Alfred. Looking to penetrate. Shot up, in and out. Rebound battled for on the floor. And we're going to get a call. Looks like a jump ball situation. Rangers got a nice break there. That ball was down but popped out. 2.6 seconds to go. Ball belongs to Mancelona. See if they can get a quick shot up. Again, Rangers lead by 6. 2.6 seconds. Inbound. Shot up by Alfred. No good. And that's the end of the first half here from Manton High School. And with that quick little spurt, the Rangers opened up a 6-point lead going into halftime. Well, our halftime report tonight is brought to you by Scheffler's Well Drilling, one of our sponsors here for the season and for our live streams. Rick Swanson along with Nate Swanson bringing you the action. And as I mentioned in our pregame, we will be here for commentary on all of the home games that will be streamed. We will not travel to the away games because of COVID restrictions, but those games will be streamed as well. And I might add, the JV games are also streamed. So a lot of basketball action in a short period of time. This regular season is only 6 weeks long. So a lot of basketball. Most teams have 3 games per week. And it's going to tax them a little bit with all the contests. Again, in the pregame, I mentioned that Coach Hillard told me today that he has 14 practices until tournament time. He has more games than practices leading up to the district tournament next month. Well, our quarter reviews tonight, a little slow in scoring at the outset of this ball game tonight, and that was not totally unexpected when these teams haven't played for 11 months, haven't really faced any competition, and according to MHSAA, we're not even allowed to scrimmage in practice, so it's kind of the first game situations for either team in 11 months, and there was a lot of ragged play in those opening minutes, a lot of turnovers, and not a lot of points on the board. But the Rangers did hold a first quarter lead of 9-4 at the end of that first quarter. Offense did crank up for both teams in that second quarter, and let me do my math here. The Rangers came up with 17 and Mancelona 16. So a little more efficient in the offense, and that has gotten the Rangers to this 26-20 halftime lead. So Nate, why don't you throw any numbers at us here for this first half?
All right, I got a little bit. All right, let's go with some Mancelona stats. They'll go through some scoring. Sapsky has 2, Ramsey has 2, Palmer has 2, and then Miller has 4, Alfred has 4. If you remember, if you were with us in the beginning of the show, he had one of the most impressive dunks I've seen in a high school basketball game. He was guarded, went up. So I didn't even think he had a chance at a dunk, let alone if he could actually do a dunk, but went up, 2 hands over somebody. It was impressive. But then you have Ackler, number 2. He has 6 points to lead Mancelona so far. Then for Manton, and free throws, Mancelona was 4 for 7 in that first half. Now for Manton scoring, Luke Puffer has 2, Jonathan Traxler has 2, Lucas McKernan has 4, Rupert has 6, and to lead the way for Manton in the game so far is Caleb Moore with 12 points. And so far, Manson has 2 threes, both by Caleb Moore. One was about a 40-footer. I mean, probably wasn't 40, but it was deep.
Right at the end of that first quarter to beat the buzzer.
Then the other one was just a great couple defensive plays. Had a nothing but net 3 in the corner during one of Manson's little spurts there to put them up by that margin that they have. And then free throws, Manson shot 16 free throws in the first half and made 8 of them. So they made 50%, which, for a while there they were looking a little less, but they made a couple at the end and turned out, all right, 50% is not horrible.
Rangers had a nice little spurt there, Nate, to close out the first half. They were trailing Mancelona with just a little over a minute to go, but forced a couple quick turnovers, hit a couple shots, and we are at 26-20, Rangers on top here at halftime. Well, when I talked to Coach Hiller today, Nate, he thought some of his strengths for the year would be their quickness, the fact that they would push the ball, and that they were fast. And I think you would agree that we've probably seen that come to life here first half.
Oh, you can see all that. Yeah, just the effort. The effort's there. But yeah, it's as anyone knows, once you start competition, working off some rust with the shooting and the fine-tuned passing and just the the chemistry they have with the team. A lot of these guys are new to playing some minutes. Got to get familiar with Coach Hiller's offense and just kind of what he has going on. The way they play varsity basketball here. They've been doing a great job. Some of these guys that played JV last year have stepped up. Their defense has been pretty impressive. Puffer, Traxler, Hudson, they're all over the floor, getting rebounds, second chance points, second chance opportunities. We've had a lot of those tonight, which is good to see with such a young team.
Yes.
I mean, we do have some seniors, but lots of new guys to this varsity rotation. And everybody's playing, which is great.
One thing you normally see from a Ryan Hiller coach team is a very good work ethic, and he again told me today that this group does work exceptionally hard. It's just that I mentioned in the pregame that they haven't had a lot of time to work on their man-to-man technique and all of the intricacies that go into playing a strong man-to-man team, which Hiller likes to play, because they haven't been able to scrimmage and practice. And so we're going to see a lot more zone, and we saw some zone there in the first half from the Rangers. He said we're going to see a lot more zone than a Ryan Hiller team would normally play, simply because he doesn't think that he has the time to incorporate everything that goes into playing a strong man-to-man in such a shortened season.
Yeah, man-to-man can be tricky with all your switches, and is it going to be a matchup? Are you going to sag? Are you going to play? I forget what you call it, where you hold the line, you get the triangle in front of you. Lots of different ways you can choose man. Zone's a little bit easier to catch on, but still, they have its own challenges as well, just how you're going to play a zone. But they got in some man there. They got some three-quarter press, a little diamond and one. Got Mancelona off their game a little bit.
Yes, it did.
Because they're dealing with the same things every team is. They found out Friday they're playing a game, and they got some athletes as well, and they're trying to find their path for this year as well. So first game of the year, 26-20 at the half, not too shabby. But there is some foul trouble on the Mancelona side. I know we'll get to that, but they had a couple guys with 3 fouls. Their big guy, number 31, has 3, which is something to look at. Number 32, their sophomore, has 3 as well. Manton's only got a couple guys with 2, so nothing to worry about there.
One of the things that Coach Hiller hopes will also happen here early in the season is that this team, as Nate said, with a lot of new members, will learn to play together. Again, not being able to scrimmage, you're not really able to do that. And the continuity will come as they play after they get more games under their belt, and they'll develop more of that man-to-man as they play more games and get a little more experience. But early in the season, he did say you can probably expect a little more zone than they would normally play. Well, let's hit the JV results from earlier. The JVs really had their way tonight with Mancelona racking up 65 points in the first game and holding Mancelona to 23. So the JVs tonight, 65-23 over Mancelona. Great start to their season. Now a quick note on upcoming games. The boys have 2 more games yet this week. They go back-to-back Friday and Saturday. Friday, they're home with Roscommon. That's part of a doubleheader with the girls. We will have both those games for you on the live stream on Friday night. And then the boys travel to Buckley on Saturday. And that's an afternoon game, 1 o'clock tip-off. As far as the girls go, their season begins Wednesday night. And that game against Forest Area Wednesday night was just added to the schedule, so you may not be aware of that one. And then, as I mentioned, they'll be here Friday as part of that doubleheader with Roscommon. So a lot of action coming your way. And again, to explain the streaming, the live stream will be available for JV and varsity games. And I might add that all JV games this year start at 5:30. No 6 o'clock starts, all 5:30 starts. And we will be there with our commentary, at least on the home games, and not on the away games. But there are more home games than away games, which is a nice thing for the Rangers as they face opponents down the road. So we're getting ready to get this second half underway. And our halftime report was brought to you tonight by Shepler's Well Drilling of Manton. I'm not sure who has possession arrow here to start the second half, but no jump balls. If you saw the beginning of the game, no jump balls. Determined by the MHSAA, the visiting team always gets the ball first. Looks like the Rangers have the possession arrow. They will inbound to get the second half underway. Rangers lead it starting the second half, 26-20 here in the opening game of the season.
And both teams played plenty of guys in the first half, trying to keep them fresh. Rangers played 10 players in the rotation. Mancelona played 9. So trying to get some guys some minutes, get some fresh legs for the second half. But one thing you had to watch is that foul trouble.
So here we go. Rupert into Moore. Mancelona sticking with their man-to-man, which they played the whole first half. McKernan broke away inside, up for the layup. Nice look from Rupert. Gets another 2 for the Rangers. With the steal at half court, McKernan up and in. Quick 4 points, 30-20. Rangers have stretched it to a 10-point lead. Keeping that pressure on. Another batted away by Moore, up for the bucket, 32-20. Pressure certainly bothering Mancelona. There's another turnover as the pass goes out of bounds. And Coach Sheridan from Mancelona with a timeout.
Wow, what just happened? Holy cow.
We are, 37 seconds into the second half. Rangers have put 3 buckets in for a quick 6 points, lead at 32-20, and have the ball following another Ironman turnover.
Yeah, I think Mancelona had a step past half court. They've had a couple possessions, 2 steals for the Rangers, making their buckets, making their layups. They're stretching the lead out to 12. It's a great start to this half. Hiller must have said, not said some words, but just got them fired up and said they're playing great. Just keep it up. Shots will fall, and they are.
Well, you mentioned that diamond and one, that pressure, Nate, was bothering Mancelona in the first half, and boy, Rangers came right out with it again, and it's still bothering them.
Yeah, just fine-tune a little bit at halftime, and don't know what hit them. 6 quick points.
So I missed something there, Nate. They have Mancelona taking the ball. I thought it was a turnover. Must have been batted out by the Rangers. A little deflection, so it's Mancelona basketball. They pull back the pressure here, but I'm sure it'll be there momentarily. More back to half court. Going to a half court trap. Here's Alfred down in the corner. Shot up for 3, no good. Rebound Ackler. Kicks it out to Alfred. Steps back for a 3. Shot up, no good. In and out. Ackler controls the rebound for Mancelona. Kicks it back outside. Here's Alfred. Cross court to Ackler. And we're going to get him on travel. Adam Ackler drugged that pivot foot a little bit. Turnover Mancelona. Caleb Moore slowly across half court, gets a screen from Morrow, takes it to the right, looking to penetrate. Shot up, no good. Rebound Alfred. Quickly ahead to Eckler. Over his head, out of bounds. Turnover, Mancelona. Ranger basketball.
I mean, they look to run just like us. They got a turnover or a rebound outlet. Just didn't work.
Caleb Moore setting things up, goes to Schmidt, left side. Back around to Moore. Moore, third year, running the point for the Ranger offense. McKernan for a three, too strong. Ball batted around. Mancelona has it. Eckler one-on-one against McKernan. Up off the glass, too strong. And there's Rupert with yet another rebound. Quickly ahead to Radian Schmidt. Back out to Moore. Gonna settle things down. 32-20. Rangers on top. And a good call against Mancelona. And that's a number 12, and I'm sorry I don't have a name there. We don't have a number 12 on the program. But Nate informs me he's number 5, so Omar Sy is his name.
That's his third foul, and they're first for the half.
So we'll make that correction. Rupert calling out the play. Here's Luke Puffer into the game. Free throw line, hitting Rupert underneath. Ball deflected. Mancelona with the steal. And we get a whistle against the Rangers. Going to be a reaching foul as Mancelona caused that turnover. I'll tell you one thing I've noticed about Alfred. I don't know if you have, Nate, but he's probably the most talented player out there for Mancelona, but he's also quite unselfish. He's gotten underneath the bucket a few times, and he'll look to dish it off or kick it into the corner. I think a lot of those shots, if I was coach, I'd probably want him taken.
Yeah, he can go up. You know, he's got some hops. He can finish over people. But yeah, very unselfish.
Here he is right there, looking to drive. Up strong. Here's Alfred, no good. Gets his own rebound off the glass. Got it. That's Jaden Alfred, who we were just talking about. He's got some talent. You can just see it. So he pulls Mancelona within 10, 32-22. Rangers on top. Puffer to McKernan. Left side, Caleb Moore. Looking to drive, baseline. Kicks it across court. Traxler shot up. Got it. Jonathan Traxler, the junior, with a three. Big three for the Rangers.
That was great dribble penetration by Moore. Got a couple guys collapsing on him and found Traxler in the corner. Good look.
Eckler to Eckler. Down baseline. Shot short, but there's Alfred to put it in. Jaden Alfred, his only problem is he's got 3 fouls. Quickly ahead, McKernan, another layup on the Ranger end by Lucas McKernan. Wasn't sure where that pass came from, Nate. Did you see?
Oh, dude, I was writing down the score.
Somebody had a great look there.
They're quick.
Ahead down the court for another Ranger layup, 37-24, and as that ball went through the hoop, Coach Ryan Hiller quick with the timeout. And that's another Ranger timeout sponsored by Northern Michigan Environmental Transport.
All right, and right now we're going to sponsor Shepler Well Drilling. They're one of our sponsors here. Owner Randy Shepler, Manton alum, has been in the business since 1992. They will provide honest, reliable, professional service from your original well to any problems you may have years down the road. Shepler Well Drilling will offer a prompt service. Randy has also been a fantastic supporter of Manton Athletics over the years. So call 231-824-6505. That's 231-824-6505 for Shepler Well Drilling.
And I can personally verify on that one. I've called Randy 2 or 3 times, at least 2, maybe 3 over the years, about well problems. They're always right out there getting things taken care of.
And he's came in on mine as well.
Another steal on that pressure from the Rangers. And ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to go to Manton. That one touched about 3 hands before it went out of bounds, but saying Mancelona touched the last.
It's those skip passes. If Mancelona tries to skip pass, that's when the Rangers are all over, and they've been all over all tonight.
Bounce pass inside McKernan off the glass, got it. Lucas McKernan, what, Nate, 3rd bucket here this half?
He's got 4 buckets.
4 buckets this half. There's the pressure. Get the trap, gets the ball away to Alfred quickly across half court before the 10-second call. Ball loose. Ackler able to chase it down. Stolen. Spin move inside, up off the glass, no good. Ball saved out of bounds, but it's going to go to the Rangers.
Another great steal.
Action fast and furious.
Trackstar was nice spin move on how that bucket was going to go. Providing some great defense, great opportunities off the bench.
6-point lead at halftime by the Rangers has been increased to 15 here, first half of the third quarter. 39-24, Rangers on top. On the inbound pass, foul is going to be called against Mancelona. Rangers will inbound under their own basket.
That foul's on number 2, Ackler. That's his third, team's second.
Quick pass to Rupert. Partially deflected. And Mancelona has it in the corner. Zapsky move on the baseline. There's a call whistle against the Rangers. Both teams up and down the floor tonight. Aggressive play, quick play, fast play by both these teams.
That foul's on Traxler. It's his first.
Post inside, Alfred kicks it out to Zapsky. Here's Ackler. Down the lane, lays it in. Nice move by Justin Ackler. Gets 2 for Mancelona. Puffer left side for 3, shot up, short, rebound Alfred. And we're going to get a whistle on that rebound against the Rangers.
And that one is on McKernan. That's his second. Manton's third for the half.
Couple more substitutions for the Rangers. McKernan's going to get a breather, as is Luke Puffer. Ackler into the trap, reverses back to Alfred. Gets it across court to Zapsky down in the corner. Ackler breaking, kicks it back out. Penetration, Alfred.
All it.
Giving a blocking foul as Alfred took it right into the hoop. I was waiting to see if it might go offensive, but the call is blocking on the Rangers, and Alfred will go to the line.
Yeah, I was thinking offensive. That foul will be on Rupert. It's his third. Manton's fourth for the half.
Senior Jaden Alfred with the first free throw for Mancelona. Cuts the lead to 39-27 for the Rangers.
Alfred came out second half. He's got 5 quick points.
Second one no good. Rebound to Carson Dancer. Screen from Rupert for more. Doesn't result in anything. Looking to penetrate down the lane. Nothing there. And we're going to get a travel call against the Ranger point guard, Caleb Moore. Mancelona will inbound. Rangers still applying that pressure. That time, one of the better times that Mancelona's handled it. Results in a layup underneath on 24, Trace Miller. And that pulls Mancelona within 10. Rangers quickly on their offensive end. Moore on top for 3, shot up, just short, off the front of the rim. Ball battles for and goes out of bounds. We'll see what the call is. One official has a foul. Yeah, foul is going to go against the Rangers and the Mancelona basketball.
That foul will be on Drayden Morrow. That is his second and Manton's fifth for the half.
Puffer back into the lineup, replacing Hudson for the Rangers. Here's Alfred to Ackler, top of the circle. Saw an opening, took it in. Ball off his own foot, out of bounds. Ranger basketball, another turnover, Mancelona. And now McKernan checking in, replacing Traxler for the Rangers. Again, Hiller trying to keep a nice rotation going to give these guys a little breather, this being the first game of the year.
Yeah, Mancelona's got a chance to get it under 10. That's kind of that magic number, you know. You want to keep it above 10 if you're the Rangers. But Mancelona's just trying to get to single digits.
Moore with nice penetration down the lane, draws the whistle. And Caleb Moore is going to go to the free throw line. 1:55 left to go here in the third quarter. 39-29. Rangers on top after leading 26-20 at halftime.
That foul was on number 2, Adam Ackler. That's his fourth.
First free throw up and in. Moore does have a nice touch with the basketball. Nice backspin on the ball, nice soft touch. Looks like a shooter when he puts the ball up. Second free throw coming. Also good, nothing but net. 41-29. There's the trap. Alfred staying back to help out. And clears it. Underneath. Down by Puffer. Nice quick adjustment by Luke Puffer. Prevented that layup by Mancelona. Ironman inbound. Looking to reverse the ball. And nothing there. We get Alfred inside. And we got another call. We whistle against the Rangers, and the Ironman will inbound again under their own basket.
That foul is a Ranger foul on Drayden Morrow, third, Manton sixth for the half.
William Schmidt coming in, replacing Drayden Morrow. Zapsky in the corner, shot up for three. Short, rebound in the air, and Puffer finally comes away with it. Quickly ahead, Hudson. Schmidt, back out to Puffer. Looking to penetrate, goes out to McKernan, back to Moore, settle things down. Gets a step on his defender, kicks it in the corner to Schmidt. Nothing there. Good adjustment by Alfred on the defense. Puffer trying to penetrate, kicks it out. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Rangers looking for something to open up. Might be content here and just wait instead of trying to force something. Puffer, right side. Checks the drive out, puts up a wild shot out of control. No good. Mancelona comes away with it. Looking to penetrate. Zapsky off the back of the rim. Rebound Puffer. And we got a whistle. Not sure what that was. I heard the rim, Nate. Did he pull the rim?
He did. Yep. The ball kind of went over his head. He was going up for a tip. Ball went over his head, but he still hung on the rim a little bit. That is a technical in high school basketball.
Jaden Alfred called for the technical on grabbing the rim, and Caleb Moore is going to shoot the technical.
That'll be his fourth foul, and that's Mancelona's fourth for that.
And Caleb's got it. Second one coming. And of course, being a technical, the Rangers will get the ball on the inbound. Second one up and also good. So, Rangers again back to a 14-point lead. 43-29. 38 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Caleb shooting free throws well tonight. He's 6 for 7 on the night.
Turning inbounds to Moore. We'll see if this time they wait for a last shot, unless something opens up. Baseline, Hudson, bounce pass underneath McKernan, knocked away by Trace Miller of the Ironmen. 25 seconds left to go. Rangers on the inbound. Puffer will pull the trigger, looking for Rupert inside or McKernan. Rupert's not there, my mistake. Hudson or McKernan. McKernan turn around and off, gets his own rebound, up and fouled. Lucas actually had a couple quick rebounds there. First shot no good, tip no good. Third one drew the foul and he's at the free throw line.
Yeah, that foul is on number 24, Miller. That's his second and their fifth for the half.
Free throw is good by junior Lucas McKernan, who's really come alive offensively, point-wise here in this third quarter. Second free throw too strong. Rebound Mancelona. 44-29 Rangers. Long pass sails off bounds for Ironman. Yet another turnover. Ranger basketball with 14 seconds to go. Traxler back in for the Rangers. 10 seconds. Coach Hiller calling out last shot. See what they can come up with. Moore penetrates, kicks to Puffer in the corner. Shot up. No good. Gets his own rebound. But there's the buzzer. They did get a nice look. And that's the end of the third quarter.
Official had a foul. We'll wait and see what he says, but he was saying foul, and now they're conversing. We'll see what happens.
Well, if so, we may have
Might have some one-on-one.
We may have a free throw shot right here before the official end of the third quarter. We'll see what they come away with.
Yep, they are calling a foul.
We're just waiting for things to sort out here.
I believe the foul was on Radian Schmidt. It's his first. But we'll put Cy at the line for a one-on-one.
So here we go before we can officially close the book on the third quarter. We've got Cy, a junior, at the line. The lefty hits the first one.
Pretty shot, nothing but net.
And second one is good also. So now our third quarter is in the books. Rangers 44 and the Mancelona Ironmen 31. Rick Swanson and Nate Swanson bringing you this game tonight on the live stream from Manton High School. Opening game for both these teams. As Nate said earlier, teams just got the word last week they could start playing games tonight on February 8th, and here we are. They didn't waste any time.
They didn't. Everyone's been ready. You know, we were practicing, about a month ago, getting ready for the season. Then we had a little delay, 2 or 3 week delay. But now we're back at it. So teams are ready to play. They just haven't had any of that physical contact. And up and down here tonight, teams are tired. You can see it. They're gassed. Lots of timeouts, lots of subs. Given that they're all, and it's been a great 3 quarters of basketball so far.
Mentioned this being the opener of the boys. The girls, Manton girls, open their season Wednesday night right here against Forest Area, and we will have that broadcast for you. Mancelona with the possession arrow. And another turnover by the Rangers, caused by the Rangers. Moore with the ball, back out to Puffer. Takes it in, a little off balance. Shot off, long rebound, chased down with McKernan right before half court. Mancelona playing that tough man-to-man defense, which they have played all night long. Nice play, Rupert to McKernan, too strong off the glass. Mancelona with the rebound. That was a pretty play.
It really was. He expected contact, but with Alfred down there, you can't get any contact, so kind of braced for it.
There's Alfred with the 15-footer. No good, but does draw the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line.
That foul was on Puffer. That is his second, and Manton's 8th for the half.
First free throw, no good by the senior Jaden Alfred. He's going to be a player that teams will have to contend with this year. Second free throw falls. Mancelona, a member of the Ski Valley Conference. Traxler with the basketball. Rangers up by 12, 44-32. Just under 7 minutes left to go in the ballgame. Puffer in the corner was just there a moment ago. This time he hits it. Luke Puffer for 3 from the right baseline.
Great dribble and drive by Traxler there to find Puffer. And Money.
Ackler with a nice drive. Ball in and out. Rupert with the rebound. 47-32. Rangers up. Moore into the lane. Nobody stepped up to stop him. In for the layup. 49-32. Ackler with the basketball. Back out to Adam Ackler. To Alfred for three. In and out. Ackler with the rebound. Up and in. He's going to get a chance for three as he goes to the free throw line. The bucket counts.
Fouls on McKernan for the Rangers. This is third, team's ninth.
Marl into the lineup, replacing Jonathan Trexler. Ackler trying to complete the three-point play. Free throw is no good. And we get a whistle on the rebound. We had two number 12s going against each other there in Cy and Rupert. They called 12, and let's see which 12 they were talking about. Foul's going to go on Cy.
Yeah, Cy was just kind of riding us back all the way down, and they called it.
Mancelona applying full court pressure there, and on the inbound pass, they are called for the foul.
And that is number 2, Ackler. That's his fifth, so he will be out of the game for the rest of the court, rest of the game.
Junior Adam Ackler goes to the bench, while Caleb Moore goes to the free throw line. Both teams are in the bonus now for the rest of the ball game. First free throw good. As Nate mentioned a few moments ago, strong at the free throw line tonight is Caleb Moore. And second one rattled around, but also dropped. 51-34, Rangers on top. Trap out front results in almost another turnover. But it does eventually. And over back called against Mancelona, Ranger basketball.
Just great pressure.
That trap has been devastating for Mancelona tonight. I should say against Mancelona. McKernan to inbound, comes into Moore. Mancelona obviously trying to apply pressure. They want some way to try and work their way back into this ball game, trailing by 17. In the process here, committing another foul. Caleb Moore to the free throw line.
That foul was on number 22 for Mancelona, Palmer. It's his first and team's 8th.
First one good, nothing but net from the senior. Everybody knows from watching Caleb the last couple years, and Coach Hiller gave him some high praise today. Thinks Caleb is probably one of the top point guards in Northern Michigan. Next free throw up and also good, nothing but net. 53-34, Rangers have opened up a 19-point lead over Mancelona. And again, turnover caused by that pressure. Pass out of bounds. Ranger basketball. Sophomore Nomchev checking in for the Ironmen. Caleb Moore with some pressure, gets by him with the left-hand dribble. Looks to penetrate. His floater just a little bit long off the back of the rim on the rebound. Another whistle, and this one's going to go against the Rangers. And we'll go to the other end of the floor. Mancelona will be at the free throw line.
Yeah, fouls on Luke. That's his third, team's 10th. So yeah, 2 free throws coming for Ackler.
Double bonus now for Mancelona, the last 5:28 of the ball game. I know Coach Hiller doesn't want to see just a parade to the free throw line here for Mancelona. First free throw, no good. Justin Ackler at the line. Rupert checking back in, replacing Kyle Hudson for the Rangers. Second free throw, no good. And ball knocked away, Rupert brings it in. So the Rangers looking to close out this opener of the season, 2021 season, even though it's here in just 21. Three-point attempt by Puffer is long. And pass was deflected by the Rangers, but foul is going to be called on Manton. And here's Mancelona again at the free throw line.
Foul will be on Rupert. That's his fourth. Team's 11th.
Bailey Zapsky at the line. Rangers lead it by 19, 5:11 left to go in this one. Rangers are next up Friday night. Right here. Game time 5:30 as they host Roscommon, part of a doubleheader. We'll have the girls game for you following the boys. That's Roscommon, boys and girls, doubleheader Friday night. But in the meantime, we will have Wednesday night's opener for the girls also from here against Forest Area. So tune in. A lot of ball games coming your way. Rangers inbound, leading 53-36. Pass out of bounds, turnover Rangers. Mancelona basketball. Rangers still keeping that pressure on. Diamond and one has been very effective, trapping out of it. Ackler finds a way up the sideline, but his pass goes away. Stolen by Puffer, ahead tomorrow. Here's Moore in the corner. Back out. Rangers don't have to be in a hurry, holding that 17-point lead. Morrow season opening, into the lane, puts it up, hits a little 10-foot floater by Drayden Morrow. Increases the lead to 19. And get a whistle again against the Rangers. And as I mentioned a moment ago, I know Coach Hiller doesn't just want to see Mancelona going to the free throw line time after time, 2 free throw attempts every single time.
And that foul's on Drayden Morrow. It's his fourth. And that'll put the sophomore Nomchev at the line for 2.
First one is good. 55-37. Rangers on top. And second one is also good. No pressure applied that time. Puffer looking underneath for McKernan, pass hit the backboard. Mancelona on the breakaway. And a nice reverse right hand on the left side by Zapsky for the Mancelona bucket. Now they've got the pressure going. Puffer, little 10-foot floater, got it. Luke Puffer in the lane, knocks one down for the Rangers. So quick up and down, 57-40, Rangers on top, and a timeout taken by Coach Hiller.
All right, we're going to spotlight Wilder Heating and Cooling. Owner Chad Wilder, Manton alum himself, started the business in 2001, so now in their 20th year. Coverage area is wide with Northern Michigan, from Big Rapids to Charlevoix. Will help out single families to larger multi-unit complexes, 24-hour service. Couple mottos, that take care of the customer. No job too small. But Chad and the Wilder Heating and Cooling has been a faithful sponsor of Manton basketball, being broadcast on this radio and or internet since it started 4 seasons ago.
Stay with us following the game tonight. We will have our final game stats. We will recap the scoring for you. We'll let you know about our next broadcast coming up. And Coach Hiller will be joining us. We'll get his comments on opening game of the season. A little quieter in here tonight than it would normally be, seeing the COVID restrictions. Here's Miller in the corner, shot up, got it. Miller for 2, they have his foot on the line. Nice trapping defense by Mancelona. Causes turnover. Nice spin move underneath. And Omar Sy with the bucket. So Mancelona with a quick 4 points. Pulls within 13. More to McKernan. Right to the hoop. Reverse layup in. Nice bucket by Lucas McKernan. And another quick timeout taken by Coach Hiller. What I was saying is at the end of the game, stay with us, and we'll have a lot of post-game comments, stats, and we'll talk to Coach Hiller also. We just learned, I talked to Superintendent Len Morrow, Nate, right before the game tonight. He had just learned that based on the size of this gymnasium here in Manton, we are now going to have a number that we can admit, and that's 250. So it's not going to be limited to just 2 spectators per player, but the Rangers will be able to allow 250 spectators into ball games. I'm not sure how that's going to be done, if they'll have to have tickets ordered ahead of time to know when that 250 is reached. I would assume something like that would have to happen. You can't simply show up at the door and say, sorry, we have 250 already.
Is that current right now, or does that start at a certain point?
That's going to be starting now, anytime, right now. Just didn't know it for tonight's game. Here's Alfred with the basketball from Mancelona, open in the corner for 3. Shot short, but Alfred's right there with the rebound. Up, no good. Draws a foul, and he'll shoot 2. The sophomore Namchev just a little short on that 3-point attempt, but Alfred, who's just kind of all over the place, came up with that rebound.
That foul's going to Traxler. That's his second.
Free throw is good on the first one. Second one coming from the senior. No good. And ball knocked out of bounds by Sy of Mancelona, the Ranger basketball. A lot of pressure from Mancelona. They maybe wish they'd tried this a little sooner. Ball goes off Braden Marl's foot as he turned to try and dribble up the sideline. Turnover Rangers. Mancelona has the basketball, trailing by 14 with 3:08 left to go. Alfred looking to penetrate down the lane. Shot up, no good. Rebound Miller. And his pass stolen by McKernan. And we're going to get a call against Mancelona, I believe.
Foul was on Alfred, so that'll put him out of the game as well.
Jaden Alfred, that we've been complimentary of tonight, fouls out for Mancelona, and that foul sends Lucas McKernan to the free throw line. Gavin Ramsey, a senior for Mancelona, is going to be checking in for Alfred after the 5th foul. 2:59 left to go, 59-45, Rangers on top. McKernan at the line. First one good. $60-45, Rangers on top. Second one a little strong. Rebound to Zapsky. Keeps it himself. Down in the corner. Back outside, working around outside. Zapsky down the lane. And we'll get a call against the Rangers on the drive. Well, Mancelona continues to rack up the free throw attempts here in the second half. Bailey Zapsky at the line.
We got fouls on Caleb Moore. That's his first.
First shot no good. Second one coming. And nails that one. Mancelona within 14, 60-46. There we go. Nice break that time by the Rangers. Quickly ahead to Rupert. Right to the hoop, up and in. No trouble breaking the pressure that time as they ran the press breaker.
Yeah, that was the perfect press break right there.
Zapke shot, no good. Rebound McKernan for the Rangers. Rangers up 16. The last 2:20 of the ballgame. Traxler, McKernan. And Sy is going to be called for the foul. Going for the reach, trying to get a turnover. But McKernan will go to the free throw line.
And fouls on Sy, that's his 5th as well, so he's out of the game. McKernan shooting 2 because that's her 10th.
So Ben Palmer checking back into the Ironman lineup, replacing Omar Sy. And we'll get a timeout taken on the floor by Mancelona. I want to mention again our 4 sponsors for the live streams this year. They are Boss 6 Drugstore, Wilder Heating and Cooling, Northern Michigan Environmental Transport, a new sponsor to Manton basketball, which we very much appreciate, and Shepler Well Drilling. They have stepped up to get these live streams on the air for the Manton fans, as the pandemic has limited number of spectators at every level of contest. And Nate, I don't know if we'll reach a point of normalcy, but it's certainly not going to be in the near future.
No, most likely not, but any sense we can have here and there, go to a basketball game. If they're allowing 250, try to get to one every once in a while. Come see your Rangers play. Get out of the house. Yeah.
McKernan at the free throw line. In and out. Both teams are in the double bonus here for the last 2:11 of the ball game. Second one coming. Up and no good. Rebound to Zapke for Mancelona. Left the baseline. Nothing there. As the Rangers defense able to trap it. Back outside. Ramsey thought about the 3, decided not to. Now gets the ball on the cut. That's Palmer up for 2 off the glass, no good. Rebound goes to Traxler, and Coach Hiller with just a very quick timeout. And he's putting in a whole new 5 to close out this one. So not looking for any delayed timeout, just wanted to make a substitution. And we're going to be ready to go. So Hudson inbounding. Mancelona pulls back now out of the pressure, at least the full court pressure. Puffer with the basketball. Back to Hudson, down in the corner. Smith. Back out to Puffer. Rangers can take all their time. Up 16. Danford in the corner, goes baseline. Kicks it in the opposite corner, down in the left corner to Kyle Hudson. Ball goes past him out of bounds. Ranger turnover with 1:14 to go. Rangers in the zone. Little zone here played tonight. 3-point attempt, no good. Rebounded Puffer. Quickly ahead to Smith. Ball deflected and stolen by Zapke. Nice steal. Ahead to Palmer. Back out to Nomcha. His 3-point attempt, no good. Rebound to the Rangers. Controlled by Puffer. Ahead to Morrow. Ahead underneath. Up off the glass, got it. Nice look from Noah Morrow to Carson Danford for the layup.
Yeah, that was great. Streaking on the side, caught it, went right up with it.
3-point attempt from Zapke, finding nothing but net. 64-49, Rangers on top. Last 17 seconds of the ballgame. Rangers just happy to let this one run out the last 5 seconds. And that's going to do it. That's the end of the ball game with our final score. The Manton Rangers 64 and the Mancelona Ironmen 49. So the Rangers get their first game of the season into the win column, and stay with us here in the next couple moments. We'll recap the scoring, we'll have our final stats. We're going to update our next games again if you haven't heard, and we'll get Coach Hiller up here and talk to him, get his comments on opening night. Postgame report is brought to you by Wilder Heating and Cooling. I'm Rick Swanson, and I've been here with Nate Swanson tonight from Manton High School, where the Rangers have defeated Mancelona to start off their regular season 1-0. Mancelona seeing their first action tonight, of course, start off 0-1. Let's go through the quarter scores tonight. Rangers really had the lead throughout, except for a couple of moments in the second quarter where Mancelona was able to get a 1-point lead on a couple different occasions. But otherwise, the Rangers were able to hold on to the lead. They opened up a low-scoring first quarter, leading 9-4 at the end of one. And then the offenses found a little more rhythm. Manton outscored Mancelona 17-16 in the second quarter to lead it by 6, 26-20 at halftime. Third quarter, the Rangers kept it up, outscoring Mancelona 18-11 and led by 13 at the end of the third quarter, 44-31. In the fourth quarter, fairly even scoring. Manton able to outscore Mancelona by 2, 20-18 for a final score 64-49 on opening night here in Manton. Got strong performances from a lot of the Rangers tonight, and we'll hear some of those numbers when Nate has his stats ready to go. But you saw a team that was kind of pent up after 11 months of not having any action, and they brought a lot of energy tonight. That energy, of course, resulted in some fouls at times and maybe turnovers at times, but a lot of effort, and the Rangers do push the ball offensively, which Coach Hiller wants them to do. Jacob Rupert had a strong night on the boards, and Lucas McKernan came alive, especially in the second half. Good overall team effort. Coach Hiller kept the rotation going. Everybody got into the ballgame at least a couple different times. And with game-type conditioning not quite there in the first game, that was able to keep people a little fresh as the game wore on. So we'll talk about some strengths and weaknesses here also with the stats, but let me throw at you the next broadcast coming up. The boys have 2 more games this week. They are home Friday night against Roscommon as part of a doubleheader with the girls. That will start at 5:30. Boys game Friday night, 5:30. Girls game to follow. Friday night doubleheader against Roscommon. We'll have both games for you here on the live stream. The boys are also at Buckley Saturday afternoon, game time 1 o'clock. As far as the girls are concerned, they are home Wednesday in their opener as they take on Forest Area, and we will have that game for you as well. And then, of course, they play again Friday night as part of that doubleheader. So the games are going to come fast and furious as teams try to squeeze in a season in 6 weeks. So Nate, let's go ahead with some stats.
Figure they got to see us a little bit, right?
Give us what you got. All right, let's swing it over to you as you give us the numbers.
All right, so we'll start with Mancelona. They had all their guys that played pretty much got in the scoring column. They had 16 two-pointers, 1 3, and they were 14 for 24 free throws. Their scoring was Ramsey had 2, Palmer had 2, Naumshoff had 2, Jay Ackler had 4, Cy had 4, A. Ackler had 6, Miller had 8, Sapsky had a big fourth quarter with 8 points. He finished with 10. And then to lead the way for Mancelona was Alfred with 11. Now for Manton, quite a few guys got in the scoring column as well. Drayden Morrow had 2. Casey Danford had 2. And then Traxler had 5, Puffer had 7, or Carson danced for my bad. Puffer had 7, Grouper had 8, McKernan finished with 16, had a big second half. He had 12 in the second half. And then Moore led the way for Manton in the game with 24 points, led by his strong free throw shooting. He was 10 for 11 free throws. So very solid. We made 4 threes. Overall free throws, we were 18 of 29 for 62%.
All right, we got Coach Hiller joining us up here, and we'll get his thoughts on opening night. A victory for the Rangers, 64-49 over Mancelona. Coach, congratulations on the win to start off the season.
Thanks, Mr. Swanson.
Give us your, off the top of your head, opening comments on your team's play tonight.
I loved our grit and hustle. I really did. I saw guys on the floor. I saw guys getting deflections. I saw guys sprinting back and getting back tips, and that's what we're going to be this year because we are smaller and we obviously, everyone watching, I mean, we didn't play a lick of man tonight, and that's not my team. Usually I'm a man guy, and we just feel like in this period of time we're just not ready to play man. So
I think a lot of the things that you would look at maybe on a negative thing, turnovers, a lot of missed shots, that's mostly accounted for by 11 months not playing basketball. And I saw a lot of great things from your team too. I agree totally with the effort. The work ethic is there, and people on the floor for loose balls. And I give Mancelona credit for the same thing. They pushed the ball and they were hustling tonight. But that full court pressure you put on, major factor in the ball game.
yeah, it's funny because we haven't been able to practice it. You know, I've showed different teams running it, and we've done token stuff. Without live contact, you don't know how it's going to look in a game. And so I was very impressed with the drops, and that's, people don't realize that, but sometimes they watch the ball too much, but it's the back guys, the people dropping that save you in a press, and we did a pretty good job. We have things to clean up, and we had to rebound a little better out of it, but it was a great sign, and we played, I think, 10 guys tonight, and everyone contributed, so it was nice to see.
Yeah, you got so many turnovers, caused so many turnovers off that pressure. And as Nate commented during the game, anytime there was a skip pass or cross-court pass, you guys were right there to pick it off, and you were trapping when the ball went up the sideline, especially without having to work on it. I thought it looked great.
Yeah,
And it's only going to get better.
And that's, I got to give the majority of the credit to Coach Herline because I haven't coached half these kids, so him coaching them in the JV level and having them ready to play varsity is huge. And I do think we had a lot of good shooters tonight miss open threes, which I think hopefully in the next couple of weeks we can start making those.
Let me ask you a question I talked to this morning, but just something apart from tonight's game. You mentioned to me that there will not be a Highland Conference championship this year. Will they still? Will the school still be keeping a Highland Conference record? I would think you would do that, or not.
Yeah,
worry about that.
I'm sure they are. I mean, it's just we don't play everybody this year twice, so it's really hard to crown a conference champion, and so it will be different. But it does give you, a little leeway as coaches to try different things during certain games because maybe a loss in the conference doesn't mean as much as it did years prior.
Exactly.
So you could try a few things that maybe you wouldn't have tried. So, but I'm just glad to get back playing basketball. I'm glad our kids had fun, and like I said, I think Mancelona's gonna be a very good team. I think they're predicted to win it in their league. They're very athletic, and I thought our guys handled their length pretty good. And their physicality, they're physical.
Yes, they are. They are, and they work hard just like your Rangers did tonight. Well, Coach, you got 2 more coming up, Friday night and then Saturday afternoon. Friday night, Roscommon here, and Saturday afternoon at Buckley. So we certainly wish you the best as this season unfolds, and hopefully there's no other delay down the road and we can just keep this thing going.
I agree. Well, thank you guys for doing this game. I know there's quite a few viewers tonight, and that's awesome that you guys have the opportunity to do it.
Well, you're welcome. We enjoyed doing it, and once again, congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Ranger head coach Ryan Hiller joining us, and his Rangers tonight coming up with a 64-49 win to open up the season. Once again, I want to recognize our sponsors, Bostic's Drugstore, Northern Michigan Environmental Transport, Shepler Well Drilling, and Wilder Heating and Cooling. Nate, I'm going to bring you in one last time. I want to get your final thoughts on tonight's game and your player or players of the game as you saw.
So overall, I know Coach Hiller touched on it. You touched on it a lot throughout the game. Just the hustle. I mean, this early in the season, the one thing you can bank on is hustle, effort. Just like in baseball, your pitching always starts, is better before hitting, because hitting takes a little more precision. Offense will come, but defense was there, effort was there. It was a pretty phenomenal effort. But to lead a group that hasn't been in competition in 11 months, you need a great point guard. And I think Caleb Moore was our player of the game tonight. Free throws down the stretch was huge. 10 for 11, led the squad well. Had that huge three to end that first quarter, which kind of boosted. That first quarter was pretty messy both ways, and that kind of put a little juice in Manton, so to say. So I think Caleb Moore was the player of the game.
Player of the game brought to you by Bostic's Drugstore. Our post-game report tonight brought to you by Wilder Heating and Cooling. Well, that's going to do it here from Manton High School tonight. This is Rick Swanson, and on behalf of my partner Nate Swanson, we thank you for joining us and hope you'll tune in for the next broadcast. That is Wednesday night as the girls open up their season here against Forest Area. We'll have that call for you. And don't forget, the JV game will be streamed live as well, starting at 5:30, and we'll be here with the Varsity game for commentary following the JV contest. So once again, our final score here tonight, the Manton Rangers 64, Mancelona Ironmen 49 to open up the Rangers season. And for everyone out there, have a good rest of your evening.
Your guess is as good as mine, and I'm just going to assume we hit